Yeah, here's Char right here. If Fani is the strong black woman we should all look up to, I'm very sad for black female community. I got a question for you. What about Nathan's wife? Do we look up to her? Does she get any woman of influence? Does she get any level of notoriety and kudos and yummy sounds and people clapping like seals for her? What about her? Does she get that? I'm just wondering. Okay. But no, Fani, the side chick can, but the wife cannot. Okay. Okay. Makes perfect sense. It makes sense to me. It makes sense. You've won me over. You've made sense. You know what? I do want to talk about something. So I had started out initially just wanted to do a Q&A, and that's basically just ask any questions that you want to ask. And you know what? We can do that now because I think I cleared up all the traps. I feel like they're good. If you have a question you want to ask Dear Woe Christian, you can hit me with that, drop a question in the chat, and you can just literally put question or put the word question or put a big capital Q, something like that. I want to talk about something. So back during the disqualification hearing with the Brahma bull, Fani Willis coming in the pink dress, she mentioned something that they went on a Royal Caribbean cruise with Nathan's mother and her because Nathan had such a horrible 50th birthday party or 50th birthday. And I thought that was interesting. And one, I think is really grimy that his mother went on the trip with him and his side chick, and she knew that he was still married. That's extra grimy with a side of filth. There's no way to fix that. Because I think it's weird. I'm sorry. There's no way I can make that make sense to me. Because my mom was at my wedding when I married my only wife. So if I'm going on a cruise with my mom and a side chick, like what kind of depravity and callousness does my mom have to have in order to be okay with that? As a matter of fact, at church today, I took a picture with my mom, my wife, and my two girls. And I'm just thinking like, yo, what is wrong with your heart if you can go, like if my mom, like what would be wrong with my mom for her to go on a cruise with me and a side chick, knowing that my wife is alive, knowing my wife is healthy, knowing that my wife, all that stuff is right there. That is grimy, grime-tastic, super grimy. Ain't no way to make that right. I'm sorry. Let me continue though. And so Fani said she wanted to go on a cruise with Nathan because his 50th birthday was so terrible in her assessment. And I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, my wife, she took me on a cruise for my 50th birthday. And it wasn't just me and her. She was able to get my two kindergarten friends. So my two friends that I met when I was 6 and the other one I met when I was 5, their wives came with them and they were on the cruise. And my 4 best Morehouse brothers, their wives and them came on the trip. And I'm sitting there at dinner one night with the gentleman that I've known for 44 years. I'm sorry, 45 years. Me and Melvin have been friends since we've been 5, and his birthday is tomorrow. Shout out to Melvin. And I'm like, yo, and he was telling me the story of how when my wife called and before she had finished the conversation about we're going to go celebrate Jason's 50th birthday, we're going on this cruise, blah, blah, blah. Tell me where to go. He said, I cut her off and said, where do we send the money? Where do we send the money? She hadn't even finished the conversation. She hadn't finished telling him anything. Wherever all this, he's like, we're going. We're going. And I just thought, man, that woman, I hear in the kitchen too, by the way. So she's probably eavesdropping. She's probably ear hustling. Dear Woe Christian, Lady Dear Woe Christian's ear hustling. But I'm like, yo, not only has God blessed me with a wonderful wife who supports and encourages and edifies and builds me up, and by the way, stays faithful to her marriage, but she corralled 12 other people. Some of them I had just met, like I just met Melvin's wife on the cruise. I knew of her, but I had not actually met her. And when the smoke cleared, there was about 250 years worth of friendships on the cruise. That's crazy. That's crazy. And so I'm like, yo, like the amazingness of having a wonderful wife. And not only that, but that was the thing. Melvin said, yo, it says a lot about you, Jason. Because again, we've been friends for 45 years. He's known me more than my wife, longer than my wife, longer than my brother, definitely longer than my sister. And he's like, yo, it says something about you that, we didn't even blink. He said, when she called me and Tony, we were already had our money in our hands, credit cards in hand, ready to go when she called. And, our travel agent was on the cruise with us because she married one of my Morehouse brothers. So she was on the cruise and she's like, yeah, Melvin and Tony were the first ones to get their money in. And I'm just like, yo, the amazingness of that in contrast to the foolishness that we discuss and talk about here as relates to the foolishness of Fani, Willis and all those shenanigans. I was like, man, that is amazing. So thankfully we had a fantastic time. We had a great time. And we sat around and laughed and cried and told jokes, all that kind of stuff like that. And being able to reflect with guys that knew me when I was a little guy in kindergarten, first grade, and my first year in college and all that kind of stuff, all the different stages and walks of life was so encouraging. So I just wanted to contrast that because you hear this foolishness and everybody's not like that. Not everybody's dealing with that. Many of us, by God's grace, have wonderful situations. And of course, there's always struggles. So by no means, if you've been married for 9 seconds, you know that, not everything's every sunshine and rainbows. But you know what? I'd rather sunshine and rainbow with that girl and just figure it out than be out here in these streets trying to do whatever the heck these people out here in these streets is doing, because they wilding out in these streets. That's not my game at all. A friend of mine, he was on the trip. He brought his mom because he's divorced, and we've walked together through. I mean, I've known him just as long as I've known anybody that I've gone to Morehouse with, and he tells me like it's hard out here dating. It's hard. He'll be the same age as me in December. And he says, like, it's rough out here. It's not what y'all think it is. And I said, you know what? It's perfectly fine. I'm good. I'm going to stay right here and be happy at home. So anyway, I just want to get that in. All right, let me get through this. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. Let's go here, right here. Right here. Nathan threw his own kids under the bus. Low as you can go, you ask me. I got a rising college student, let's just call her a senior in high school. So we're trying to get her ready, get her mindset, ready to go. And as much as I'm looking forward to her driving away to go to college, is the same that I'm going to leave the back door is always going to be open. You can always come home. And I was I'm the guy that was like, oh, when you turn 18, I'm going to kick you out. You're going to go fend for yourself. Absolutely not. Absolutely, unequivocally not. You can come home. Now, I don't want you to stay here. I want you to go and do great things. But, when I read about what he did with his, what Nathan did to Sermon Files with his kids, I'm like, man, look, man, me and my wife, if we had some issues like that, that's one thing. But to exact it onto the children, I think would be, man, that's just grimy. But the dude is grimy. Let's just tell the truth, shame the devil. The dude is grimy. Okay. Sybil, I don't think I understand what you talking about, boo. I'm sorry. I love you like a biscuit, though. I really do appreciate your comments because they do help the algorithm, just like I appreciate the 101 people that have already liked this video. I appreciate it. There's almost 200 of you all that are liking this, that are watching the video. I appreciate y'all so much. Sybil, I have no idea what you're talking about. So if that be the case, feel free. Yeah, I mean, if you want to shoot me an email, maybe you want to come on the channel, we can talk about it, whatever. You want to email me, we can talk about it. It's whatever. All right. Yeah, finally talking about cash. She's definitely feeling above the law and flaunting her crimes right in front of everyone because she's untouchable. I mean, that's kind of that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting. Absolutely. not just her heart, but her very soul has to be damaged for a mother to condone that. Like I cannot imagine. And I need to load the picture up. I mean, again, I took a picture of Lady Dear World Christian, the dynamic duo, and Grammy Party on Today. And I'm just like, yo, like what would have to be wrong in my mom's heart to condone that kind of foolishness? Like that's some that's some low level mess right there, man. And you meant every word of it. I know that's right. Discernment Files, absolutely. Susie Q's in the building. Susie Q is a new mom to the fourth power. So she's just had a new little one. So shout out to Susie Q. Thank you so much for coming by, Susie. I appreciate you. Shout out to Mackenzie. Yeah, this one right here, Sybil, you got it. Sybil, I love you like a biscuit. I really do think that you mean well. But Sybil, your commentaries are not rooted in reality. I'm sorry. The commentaries that you're giving are actually starting to sound like you're just kind of like a troll. And that's going to be fine because I do appreciate the comments, because every time you comment and say something, it does help the channel. I do appreciate that. But Sybil, you're saying stuff now that is no longer rooted in reality. Do you want me to believe, and you want me to surmise, that Nathan went through a whole divorce and his mom didn't know about it? Is that what you want us to believe? Sybil, shh, stop talking. Don't type anymore. Absolutely. 25 years to discernment. You know what? That's what we need to do. Real quick. If you are married, in the chat, real quick, how many years have you been married? Just put the years. That's all you gotta do. So we have been married 22 years. Bang. Drop how many years have been married in the chat. Discernment Files is currently leading the pack at 25. Let's go. 20 years this year, Shara. Good job. Wonderful, faithful husband. I love hearing you men talking about your faithful marriages. Now that should win an award. Well, praise God. I did win an award. I did. I won an award 22 years ago, and I keep shining it every year, every day. There we go. The best wife on the internet. That's her. Lady Dear World Christian. That's her. Oh, that's serious right there. You divorce spouses, not children. The dad from the movie Clueless. I never saw that movie. Okay, but I like that comment. I like that comment. All right. Oh, good to see you. C.A. Human. I know I like calling you California Human, but good to see you. Love you like a biscuit. All right. So, okay. Oh, we got some numbers here. Okay. Of course, me, 20, 22, 36, 24 and counting. I love it. 30 and counting. I love it. Fani's dad claimed he didn't know. Well, there you go. Hold on one second. Mama Joe's. But if Fani had already been divorced, so that's not like new revelation. He knew that she was no longer with her previous husband. Am I supposed to believe that Nathan's mother knew that Nathan was married? I'm pretty sure she was probably at his wedding rather, and went on a trip with Nathan herself and somebody that was not the wife that she sat at the wedding. That one right there, I can't believe that. Shara says she's been married 11 years, 37 years. Kelly Michelle, 31. Q in the building, Q conundrum. What's going on, brother? Grace and peace. 20. I love it. 35. She left 8 months ago. I'm sorry to hear that, Tom Ray. All of us, true blessing. 34 on May 20th. That's a month from now. Congratulations. All right. I see you right there. Let me see. Any others? 33 last month. Congratulations. All the married people. Shout out to you all. Absolutely. 20 last June. And we're still madly in love. Okay, Cindy, I like it. Cindy, I like it. Yeah, I mean, there's some numbers up in here. That's what I'm talking about. when we were sitting around the table on the ship and I'm like doing the math. I'm like, I got 200 and almost 250 years of friendship, because one of the wives I knew when we were in school. So I knew Agna and Yolanda and Tanisha. We all went to college together with their respective husbands. So there's that relationship as well. So when you did the math, it was better than 250 years of friendship. That's crazy. And we didn't even do marriage. We didn't even do the marriage numbers. We'll do the next time we do another one. All right. You would have been married. Okay. My parents have been married for made it 57 years. Wow. Yeah, Cindy, I think you're perfectly correct there. Yeah. Smith, you right there with me, my man. Like, she does not like when I round the wedding, when I round them up or round up. Like, you got to know it to the date, the year, the month, and the day. I was like, because when we were married 18 years, I would just say, oh, yeah, we've been married 20. She was not having that. She was not having it. So don't worry about it. Your secret's safe with us. 20 something. We got you, my guy. We got you covered, bro. They made it to 63. Wow. Praise God. That's amazing. But I think, in my opinion, mom should have known. Like, there's no way Grammy Party would not know that. Like, there's no way I'm rolling up. How am I like, hey, mom, take on a cruise, me and somebody else? Like, there's no way. Like, my mom, there's no way. I'm sorry. It's not going to be on. You're just not going to be that callous. No, she's just not going to be that callous. I'm sorry. She's going to have questions. My mom got some questions. That was wild. I mean, yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, I do remember that they had 2 cabins. So mom had a cabin, Nathan and Fani had a cabin. What's wrong with mom that she allowed that to even be the case? Like, why did you need a cruise that bad? Did you need to go on a cruise that bad that you had to participate and co-sign and be a part of that kind of wretchedness? Really? For real? Was it really that serious? I don't think it was that serious. I mean, I like cruises more than anybody else, but truly, I don't think that was serious. Man. See, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no way in the world I could call my mom and say, Mom, we're going to go on a cruise. Me and Patty Cake, we about to go on a cruise. My wife, there's no way. First of all, my mom would say, where's Lady Dear Woke Christian? Then the next thing she's going to do is she's going to call my pastor and my chief elder and my deacon, my head deacon, and be like, Jason has lost his ever-loving mind. He's trying to go on a cruise with Patty Cake and not take his wife. Something's wrong. That's going to probably be the chain of descent. But not, oh, let me get my passport. Let me go take my ID picture. Like, no, that's not what my mom's going to be doing. Why in the world did Nathan's mom co-sign that? Like, why was she okay with that? I know it's rough, but I'm just like, wait, come on now. And I'm with Caustic Chameleon because I like Caustic Chameleon. Okay. It says, there are some families like that. My ex-in-laws completely abandoned me. Okay. But okay. And again, my point is there was something wrong. I'm saying this. My name is Jason, and I feel comfortable in saying this. There's something wrong with the heart of the parent that does co-sign that. So if they abandon their daughter-in-law, there's something wrong internally in their own hearts. Their own hearts are callous. Their own hearts are in the wrong place. I'm just going to say that. So if they abandon you, Costa Camellia, if she abandoned Joycelyn, that shows and proves that there's the issue with them. And she should have never been like, she should say, sure, y'all going to do what you're going to do, but I'm not co-signing that. I'm not going to be a participant in your debauchery and depravity. That could have been easy because I know they smelled the air of mendacity. I know she smelled the odor of mendacity. She didn't have to go on a cruise. She didn't have to. And I'm sorry, there's no way you can make me believe that he surprised and be like, oh, surprise at the port of call. I mean, at the port in Orlando, rolled up with him and Fani and not his wife. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. But it shows that Mom, there's something wrong with you. You shouldn't have co-signed that. And the thing is, if we switched sins, because people are quick to give duck and cover to sexual sins. They're quick to do that, but they wouldn't say, like, if Nathan was a drug fiend, they would not give him the same duck and cover. They wouldn't do that. But in this regard, they'll just like, oh, turn a blind eye. Like, oh, he's just got a chick on the side. No, that's inappropriate. That's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. And again, my name is Jason. I'm giving social commentary and such like that from a Christian male perspective. So that's my basis. And it's wrong across the board. Like I said, it was wrong for Fani to be involved with a married man. It was wrong for Nathan as a married man to be involved with another woman. It's wrong for mom or dad to co-sign their children behaving in that nature, in that manner. If my mom co-signed me misbehaving like that, that would be wrong on her, just as much as it's wrong on me. I'm sorry. I don't see another way to make that make sense. Rebecca says, I agree completely as a Christian. You could not condone that as a parent, regardless of the circumstances. That's it. And again, like maybe you think like, you know what, man, my daughter shouldn't have married that guy, or my son, oh, that's not a good look. But at this point, now that they're married, they're married. And I should try everything within my power to keep them married, short of like, abuse or something like that. And I don't think that was the case. Oh, mercy. Speaking of abuse, see, that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. So come on, pick them up. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on 1 second. We got a raider. Okay, see, there she is, harassing me. Get out of here.
I don't want to.
Get out of here.
Like, chat, I'm really hungry. Dog, I'm not going to fry.
You're really hungry? Is there not another adult in the house?
That adult has a laundry list of things to do.
Oh, I don't even know what to do.
Out on a sheet of paper for evidence.
Oh, mercy. Oh, my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, President Firstborn has stopped by again. Why are you here?
Why not?
Why are you harassing me? Stop harassing me.
Love you.
Step over to this side.
Wait, where?
In this camera angle. Oh, my gosh. Why are you like this? Get out of here.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, baby. Love you.
More hats.
That's what I got to put up with, y'all. That's what I got to put up with.